right, let's rank things here. You guys heard the interview earlier. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, The Rip. Now let's talk about their best performances. So if a performance is if they play a character in multiple movies, we're just going to consider that one performance. We'll consider that one performance. So it's kind of like characters / performances, but let's let it rip. Gooch, Kenjac, myself, then Klemmer. The extra picks at the end will be Klemmer and Kenjac. So first overall, best Damon and Affleck performance. Gooch, who and what is it?
I think they both have they've storied careers, I would say. There's a lot of movies that you could make the case for, but the heart wants what the heart wants, and that's Good Will Hunting. Yep. I mean, it has to be Good Will Hunting.
Who's one?
Just ooh.
Well, it's only one here.
I mean, you only pick one. I can't get the
No.
I mean, it has to be Damon. Even though I do love Affleck. The suspect scene is just classic. But Damon is just so phenomenal. Like, clearly jumps off the screen the second you see him. Instant star-making performance. And really just showed like what he was about to be throughout the rest of his career. A very smart performer who can tap into just a very, very wide range of emotions with a leading man face. He's so good.
Yeah, I think it's a great 1-1.
It's one of the greatest performances of that decade, much less either of these two actors. Like, it's one of the great performances. He's so incredible.
Yeah, for a young guy too. Like, not like a huge ton of work under his belt.
Crazy.
It being their script too. Like, it's there's so many levels to it, which are it's amazing. I'll back to back it with Affleck. I think Affleck in Good Will Hunting is also incredible. Like, it's such like a generous performance because like it's their script together, but Damon gets the starring role, but Affleck is so. He never steals focus or steals anything away from Damon throughout that entire performance. He's just doing his own thing and helping that character's journey along, both throughout the story and also like him as an actor, I guess too. So many great like lines throughout it, but obviously the ending, he gets it's not your fault is the banger line everyone remembers from the movie, but like the whole ending scene where he's like, if you're here, when I'm gone, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass. It's one of the all timers.
It's the best scene about friendship ever in film.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. Him just sitting there ripping a cigarette, man. Like, it's so damn good. I'm gonna go with Affleck, Good Will Hunting, or Good Will Hunting.
All right, get them both off the top. I like that.
I saw Good Will Hunting in the theaters, and I went to the theaters, and you kind of didn't know what to expect. Saw like commercials, whatever. Talk about being blown away, because I'd never really seen Damon or Affleck. I hadn't seen Rainmaker yet, and I hadn't really seen Affleck or anything. And to walk out and just like immediately be like, oh my god, those are two of the best performances I've seen in a long time. From two guys I'd never really heard of or seen before. It was something else, and they've been in our lives ever since.
Okay, so number 3. So I have to do it, obviously, depart from Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting 1 and 2, Damon and Affleck. I'm going to go back to Matt Damon. This was a tough one for me because there's a more recent movie which I wanted to pick, but I think this performance is just bigger and better. I think it was the second best of the year that he did this, behind Michael Fassbender or Steve Jobs, and that's The Martian. Him as Mark Watney. He's alone for most of that movie. I think he acts the shit out of it. I know there's always a joke about that being winning comedy, but it is a kind of a funny movie in a lot of spots. He is very good in that role in like a snarky kind of manner. He acts the shit out of that movie alone, and he makes you. I think we talked about in our best cries. Didn't we talk about The Martian, like the ending of The Martian's like almost like and that's a credit to him because you were rooting so heavily for that character because you learned to love that character over just such a short amount of time. And obviously a lot of credit goes to Ridley Scott and the people behind making the movie and the original book, but Damon made that role what it was, and I think it's my favorite Matt Damon performance overall. Favorite. I don't know if it's best. I probably would have picked Matt Damon Good Will Hunting first too, but like it's my I just love that, and that movie is so rewatchable because of him too. You want to talk about a movie that you can watch over and over again and kind of feel the same way every time. So yeah, Matt Damon, The Martian, 3 for me.
That's one of those performances where I feel like Matt in recent years has weirdly become underrated in terms of like the way the film, like real film heads like talk about him. It's weird. And I always just point back to that Martian performance. That is just 2 hours of a guy delivering straight to camera and has to carry it. It is one of the best performances. I love this pick.
Really, really good pick. Right at the top of mine as well.
Where you have 4 and 5 back to back.
You guys are all making great picks. So right now it's 2-1 Affleck. 2-1 Damon, excuse me.
2-1 Damon. Yep.
It's going to be 4-1 Damon because both of these are Matt Damon picks.
Oh no.
Number 4 for me is The Departed. Matt Damon Departed. It's a really to balance off DiCaprio like that and to shift like that, and it's just fantastic. He's so good in this. On the Rooftop is just so great, so slimy, such a piece of shit. I love it. I love that he kind of takes a lot of the goodwill, if you will, that like he's built up over the years, and then he plays this like just total piece of shit, and does it with a smile on his face. I really love Matt Damon Departed. I think he's better than DiCaprio in the movie. I think DiCaprio is great in the movie. I think
I can roll with that take.
Matt Damon, and that's Jack Nicholson. Think about all the great actors in that movie. I think Matt Damon is the best performance in that movie with all those great actors. Number 5 is Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
He's incredible in this. He's literally mimicking different people taking their lives, whether it be Jude Law, down the line, just kind of the way he kind of like is able to kind of capture what makes them human. Not just even like look like them entirely, even like sound exactly like them, but capture them as people and kind of steal their lives. And the back and forth he has with Philip Seymour Hoffman's incredible. Just a brilliant, kind of a really interesting, a beautiful movie directed by Anthony Minghella. I recommend it. It's an older movie that people haven't seen it, check it out. But Damon is exceptional in it. Very scary. Very good.
And he's a tough job too, because he's going up against Jude Law, who's like really good, like it's really in Paltrow too, like everyone in that cast.
Kate Blanchett's in it. It's an incredible cast, and he obviously he kind of carries it, which is incredible. And Jude Law, by the way, probably the most handsome guy ever in a movie. That movie. Tough to beat that.
He fucking glows in that movie,
dude. They're like up and down the Italian coast or whatever, just like the coolest sunglasses you've ever seen, the big open outfit. Oh, dude,
like Matt Damon's a really handsome guy. He makes Matt Damon look ugly, which is crazy. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
All right, so 5-1 Damon, Departed, Talented Miss Ripley. I'm going to attack on another Damon. I'm going to take the recent one, which I think is. First off, I think it was a snub. We're going to talk about Oscar snubs coming up in the next couple of weeks. We'll do rankings for that. I think as important of a role in the movie as anything, I think it should have been nominated, and that's Oppenheimer, Matt Damon. I think that role and that performance is the bridge to like kind of the human audience viewpoint of what happens in Oppenheimer. It's such a nerdy, science-heavy movie that I think having that Matt Damon character kind of be, like I just said, the bridge. He is the audience in a way. I think it's very important. It's one of my favorites of his. Obviously, he's not like going out on a crazy limb to do anything nutso, but I think he just nails what it's supposed to be. He's supposed to be this military guy who has oversight on the most important thing that's, as he said, that's ever fucking happened, but also giving you that human element of someone who does trust him a little bit and does like him. And you're like, okay, I get what he's saying, but he's kind of like us also rooting for him. He has that great scene at the end. He's like, yeah, I wouldn't approve any of those other guys either. Or he kind of gives him the hat tip of like, yeah, but I'm kind of pro Oppenheimer. Like, I think it's a very important role in that movie. And I'm not saying it doesn't work without him, but I do think you could make the case that like without that, like some things would fall apart a little bit in that movie. You can get a little too like, what the fuck, with all the characters and all the scientists and everything. So I love Damon Oppenheimer. And I have said for the last couple of years, I think he should have been nominated for that role. I think he was that good.
Oppenheimer is a very cold movie. It's a movie about like science and it just has a coldness to it. Matt Damon is the humanity in that movie. He is the warmth of that movie. He is the humor in that movie for a lot of it. Like
but kind of the only humor for much of it.
Absolutely. Like he has a lot kind of on his shoulders in that movie, despite a pretty small part, to carry that humanity in that movie. And he does it exceptionally. It wasn't in my top 10, but it was just short. Like he's a fantastic movie, and I think you're right, Jeff. I think he should have been nominated.
Kenjac, you have 7.
I think I'll get Affleck on the board. I'll go with The Town. I think he's really, really, really strong in The Town. And you might be thinking, like, he obviously has another movie he directed, which is significantly more accoladed. But I think that his performance in The Town is super, like, it's just it's a hard role, I think, to be like the lovable rogue and pull it off. Like the guy that's like doing the bad thing that you're still rooting for. Like, I think you see a lot of other movies try and like just take it for granted that audiences will connect with it, and it doesn't always work. But Affleck's got it. He's in like his element, both directing and being in Boston, obviously. And I think that character of Doug McCrae is really cool. And I think when you think of all the great heist movies that come out, there are very few that like stick with you, especially more recent ones where it's like, armed bank robbery heist. Like, and this is one of them. I think this is one that really started against the grain. I really liked his performance in it because you need to be like both hard in the scenes where you need to be hard, but also like every scene with not Rebecca Hall. Was it Rebecca Hall?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Like every scene that like you got to be like tender, and I think that was hard too. So I really liked it. Enjoyed all the scenes like where he goes and like threatens was it Pete Postlethwaite? In the flower shop, so fucking good. Like the whole bank robbery scene, he's so fucking cool. I really like it. I really like him in the town.
Yeah, good counter to Jeremy Renner.
Yes,
I think it's a good pick.
Very
good Affleck pick. Gooch, you have 8.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to Affleck. Let's get the score a little bit more even. I'm going to go with Gone Girl.
Yeah.
Another one of those roles that is just very, very challenging to pull off because he is such a fucking slime ball, but you have to empathize with him throughout the movie. Despite, I mean, like he really never becomes a better person through that movie. And yet you find yourself like, damn, this guy's really stuck between a rock and a hard place. He pulls it off. And the stories behind the scenes are great too, between him and Fincher. And I don't know, Affleck really just taps into that movie star quality that he hasn't done it too much throughout his career, but he does there. And I love it.
he's so aloof in that movie, like perfectly aloof. And it kind of works because like when he smiles when he's like on camera and like it just like
the smile's perfect.
He was such, because I read the book first, and he's such great casting for that role. Like better than I even could have imagined. He's perfect in that role. Great pick.
Yeah, really
him and Tyler Perry's chemistry is very funny in that movie too. It's short. There's not a ton of it, but I do love their back and forth. Klemmer, you have 9.
Okay, I'll throw another Affleck up there. Movie came out as my Instacart order comes by. Sorry, Mel, stop. You can keep that in or not. We can, or I can start again. We'll start. I got another. I'll throw Affleck. Mel, stop. Okay.
Now we got to keep it in.
Now I got to keep it in. No, it's just the Instacart. There we go. Okay. Ben Affleck in way back. Movie came out right around the pandemic.
Really
Didn't get enough attention. And he's really good in it. Like he carries that movie. I think he should have got a nomination. 2020, a famously really weak year in movies. It's crazy he didn't get more love for that movie. I thought he was really good in it.
Yeah, it's a movie that kind of got lost in the shuffle of the madness of like the post-COVID era, COVID era movies too, because he was very good. He was like the main reason why I think that movie worked, and like the best thing you say about the movie is probably that. But yeah, I would agree. I think it's a good pick. I'm glad that kind of snuck in there. Last pick goes to Kenjac. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Affleck, 6 Damon, 5 Damon. What's the last one? Tie game, or does Matt take it?
I'm stuck between a few. I think there's one where I don't know if it's fair to do this, but I think the behind the scenes of it makes it more impressive to me. So I think but he's not like the main star of the movie. Like it's fuck it. I mean, Saving Private Ryan. I think Damon in Saving Private Ryan, the whole scene he has with Tom Hanks, where he describes, which is all made up. Matt Damon made that whole entire sequence up, where he talks about like his brothers and their story, and like he's like reliving this memory, and you feel like you're living the memory with him, and then he just like breaks down at the end of it. He's like, "That's the last time I saw them." Like, and like he like, all kind of hits him. Man, dude, that's brutal. It was really good acting, and the fact that he like improvised it makes it 10 times better to me. So I think I'll go with that. As short-lived as a experience it was with him, he's only really in the last like half hour. Man, he's good. He's really crushed that role.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
You have to make it care, because the whole movie you're trying to find this guy. You have to make it pay off. It has to be worth that trip, and he does it. That was next on my list, Kenjac.
Oh, and then earn this at the end of it. Not that that's him, but like when it transitions from him to the old man, and that's not him either, obviously. But when he's like, "Tell me I lived a good life." Oh, it hits you. It hits you hard.
Yep. That's a good one. So Matt Damon, Good Will Hunting, Ben Affleck, Good Will Hunting, Matt Damon, The Martian, Matt Damon, Departed, Matt Damon, Talented Mr. Ripley, Matt Damon, Oppenheimer, Ben Affleck, The Town, Ben Affleck, Gone Girl, Ben Affleck, The Way Back, Matt Damon, Saving Private Ryan. So 6-4 in favor of Damon there.
All right.
I'd Argo on there. The Informant, Matt Damon. Obviously, I love Ocean's 11, Linus Caldwell. I think probably it's a little lost in the shuffle, but I think Damon's great as Linus in that. And then Jason Bourne, baby. Fucking Bourne, man.
How about
Her probably the movies towards the end not being as good, but he's great as Bourne.
Rounders, and then I had The Rainmaker on my list. He's really good in that movie.
Stillwater was awesome. That we actually talked about that in the interview, but like he was really good in Stillwater. That movie didn't get a lot of love, but he was awesome in that.
Also great, and I wish I had gotten another pick because I'll tell you
Oh,
what,
the
the Adjustment Bureau would have been sneaking in for Damon. That's a man fighting against God. That's come on.
Rounders deserves more love though. That wasn't a legitimately very good performance in that.
Yes. So I don't have the fans' performances ranked, but do you all want to hear their top
Sure.
10 Damon Affleck
Yeah.
movies?
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple of these, I'll take out Dazed and Confused because I don't really think that counts for, I mean, Affleck's in it for 2 seconds. So we'll start with Ford v Ferrari, that 10. Then Argo.
Oh.
Then The Martian. Then The Town. Then Gone Girl. Ocean's 11. Saving Private Ryan. Good Will Hunting. Oppenheimer. And then number 1, The Departed.
I believe that.
That's a great list.
Yeah, that's very good.
When Argo
I
is
believe
like 9 or whatever, and like it's not that out of place, I think Argo's a great movie. That's a fucking great list.
Great
That's
filmography.
crazy.
Yeah.
I will say when you split their filmographies, one filmography is a lot better than the other.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
for
Affleck
sure.
still had a great career, and like, and when
Yes.
you tack in the directing stuff,
That's the big
Mhm.
thing.
like I just saw
exactly.
Gone Baby Gone like last week, and it was so good. It
Dude.
holds up so well.
We'll need to do a actors turned directors ranking at some point.
For
Yeah.
sure. That's a good one. Yeah.